What's one thing you may not have thought about in sales that could be making you more money by asking one simple question? I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from the North Shore of Oahu. I'm in Sharks Cove on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about commissions. Now, I know people in different industries and different fields, and sometimes I'll talk to them like, tell me about how you get paid. And they're like, oh, I just get paid straight commission. And I'll say, well, what, do you have a bonus structure? And they're like, no, I don't have a bonus structure. I'm like, well, why don't you ask for one? Oh, I never thought about it. You should ask for one. And so, like, well, I don't know how to have that conversation. Well, I'm Scott, I'm here to help you out. So one of the things you've got to realize is that marketing is very expensive. In order, the ability to acquire a lead, to get somebody to come to a business, costs money. And a lot of the industries that I work in, it costs between $300 to $700 to acquire a lead, okay? So if you're an average sales guy in a lot of the industries I work in, you close 3 out of 10 deals. 3 out of 10 deals, okay? But like, start thinking of this in a mathematical formula. If I close 3 out of 10 deals, and they were $300 each, that cost the company $3,000 no matter what, right? Cost of $300 each times 10, $3,000. But if I could go out and I can close deals at a higher rate, then it means that they get to market less. It means that they don't have to put out as much marketing, they don't have to put as much money. So why wouldn't you say, hey, instead of paying all that money towards marketing, if I could close at a higher rate, pay me? And like, a lot of times they're like, there's no money for that. And you're like, of course there is. Let's look out and see how it is. If I'm closing at a 70% rate, you got twice the marketing money, 2.5 times the marketing money than the guy who's closing at 30%. Why would you not pay me more? Why would you not say, hey, look, you're closing at a high rate, you're bringing in the dollars, I'm bringing in the dollars, I'm closing at a high rate, I'm bringing in the dollars, why wouldn't you pay me more, right? It's just something to think about. Like, most salespeople, they don't think this way until somebody was like, hey, listen, salesperson, you should be getting paid more if you close deals at a higher propensity than other people, right? Because all these other people are costing more to get the lead. And so like a lot of companies, well, they'll come back and say, well, if you work for a company that gives you leads, they're like, well, we're giving you leads. They're like, okay, well, what if I bring you my own people, right? And then that's where it can become very lucrative. You just have to sit down and have this conversation. And the question is, what do I got to do to get bonus, right? But you have to be very smart about a bonus structure, because I'm going to let you know, if you've watched the whole series on videos, there's always a game to it. There's always a game to it. Now, I have this belief. If you can't explain to me the bonus structure in like 3 to 4 sentences, I'm not ever gonna get paid. Like, if it's some complicated mathematical, you gotta take the circumference of the sun, multiply the width of the earth, right, type of a math problem, you are not gonna get paid. I promise. I will put money on it. I will bet you a lunch at a drive-up window, you can grab the extra large with the soda that's a half-gallon bucket with a straw in it. If it's a complicated, drawn-out system, you're not gonna get money, right? I mean, it might be in sections, like if you do this, then this, if you do this, then this. But the more complicated it is, the more it's meant for you to not get paid. I promise you, management teams sit up in a meeting on an afternoon, late at night, figuring out how to not pay you if there is a whole bunch of restrictions. Like, I know of a guy who brags behind closed doors that his bonus plan is never gonna pay the guys out. It's so complicated that nobody can follow it, right? How is that, right? Wouldn't it be like, oh my goodness, your plan is so complicated, you're bragging about it to like other people that you know, that you're not really paying people for what they're doing? That's scumbaggery at its finest, right? I wish I could name names. I wish. I'm not going to. I wish I could. But I know of a person. Not cool. Because you got to go out, you got to do the work, you got to do the effort, and you think you're going to get paid only to find out it's so complicated. It's a warning sign. A super complicated bonus plan means you are not going to get paid. You're not. It's just not going to happen. There you go. Very profitable video for you today, just by asking one question: what do I do for a bonus? If they're not going to pay you, go find someone who will. Everybody's looking for closers. You got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button and click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update that says Scott Bell Consultant. Send out another fantastic video. You should check it out, which you should. We'll see you soon. Aloha.